Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the 15-year veteran Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers as they take on Matt Moore and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Number 12 in green and gold coming out to lead the Packers. Of course, that's Aaron Rodgers. Last year for Rodgers, despite the young receiving corps, despite the nagging injuries, despite the removal of his head coach, better than 4,400 passing yards, the second highest total in his 14 NFL seasons. The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
Durable and dependable, but also elite is left tackle David Bakhtiari. He's only missed 6 games in his NFL career. He protects Aaron Rodgers' blind side, and he does it so well. In 2018, named first-team All-Pro for the first time in his career.
On second down, Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
When your defense ranks 31st against the pass, you have to make moves in order to make it better. And the Chiefs did exactly that in bringing in safety Tyrann Mathieu, who has great instincts and the ability to play both safety and nickel corner. I love the way that he roams around the secondary and brings a great attitude and edge to the locker room.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well. But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that. Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny. And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run? I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up. No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it? No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they're led out by a guy who's been a backup much of his career out of Oregon State. It's Matt Moore.
Matt Moore does understand what it takes to be a starter. 12 games with Miami when he first got there, but even going back to college. Was a starter at UCLA before he ended up transferring and finishing at Oregon State and having a really nice college career.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
That's it, baby.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
319. Check 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Back out here comes Kansas City's offense. Charles, those 2 straight home losses for Kansas City, as we said earlier, drops them to 4-2. But, you know, you've told me you still very much believe in this team despite those 2 defeats.
I certainly do. They have to shore things up on defense, and we'll see how that goes, especially in the run game. But when Patrick Mahomes is piloting your offense and you have the weapons on the perimeter and they've got Damian Williams back as a running back, they're going to be dangerous every time they play. Still can't believe they lost consecutive home games the first time since 2015 because that's a tough environment for an opponent to go into. But this short week, Thursday night at Denver, a vital game for Kansas City. They need it in a big way.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Completes it to Hardman. 20! Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He sets, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 28 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Crosby with the extra point. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got his man. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Williams. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Watch this. Color. 42's mark. 42's mark. Right side.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They begin the drive with Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. He's coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll run it with Williams. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Yeah. Look at this.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.